Hey y'all, welcome back to Cajun Country Living. If y'all was able to join us in the last episode, y'all witnessed this fiasco of Lydia and I putting up this beam on the side of this container. We were able to get it put in place, tacked, it's nice and level, everything's as it should be, but it still needs to be welded out before we start putting the standpipes and bracing and everything that goes on with that. Well, before we go any further, I just want to get this elephant out of the room. I know I have on adult type clothing today, and y'all should be proud of me. I'm proud of myself. I'm going to be doing some overhead welding today, and I really don't want to mess up my nice camo khakis, you know what I mean? Get some welding marks in my Crocs, because every one of them sparks is going to be coming down on me. That's the reason I actually got on a long sleeve shirt and pants. One hole, it's okay. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to come through with a buffing wheel, and I'm going to be buffing the paint off of the beam and this container where this corrugation metal comes out and meets it. And I'm going to put a little stitching weld on each one of these corrugations coming through there. Now, it probably seems simple enough, but the only issue is the corrugated metal is really not that thick. And I'm going to be stick welding, not MIG welding. So I'm not going to be able to turn the current down quite as much as I would with a MIG wire welder or something like that to weld thin stuff. So I'm going to have to be real careful whenever I start putting the heat to this corrugation. I'm going to have to try to concentrate all of my current and get my puddle running on this thick I-beam and then bringing it down and tying it into the corrugation and hurry it up and pulling my puddle right back up to this I-beam, because if I don't, I'm going to be blowing holes in this corrugation and ain't nobody got time for that. At this rate, I'm going to be doing this for a long time. I've made 1 inch of weld and put 1 hole in it. It is not looking good for the home team. Now this is what happens when you got your weld machine set a little bit too high and you're welding a little bit too slow on that thin metal. I just blew a daylight hole through that thing. All right, now I got to see if I can fill it up. Y'all, this weld that I had to patch the hole in on the side of this container looks absolutely awful. I mean, it is terrible. I got to get this thing fixed. I got to get it prettied up before Lydia comes out here, because I will never be able to hear the end of this when she comes out here. She'll be like,
"First cracked weld, now that gob of mess. What are you going to do with that?"
Oh, and another thing. I totally apologize for pulling a Donnie Baker on y'all right now, but my arm's only so long. It is what it is. I'm going to tell you right to your face and cursing.
Today we're so excited to tell you all about something that has been truly revolutionary for all you outdoor enthusiasts and emergency preppers out there. Introducing the Jackery Solar Generator 1000 V2 and the Solar Saga 200 watt solar panels, which is different from the old version of the Explorer 1000. Jackery has been the leader in portable clean energy since 2012, bringing their innovative battery and solar solution technology to millions worldwide. Whether you're camping in the wild or preparing for natural emergencies, Jackery has got you all covered. The Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 portable power station has been designed to be stronger, faster, and smaller. With a higher output of up to 1500 watts and a surge capability of 3000 watts, this power station can handle all of your essential devices. Plus, it's equipped with a multiple USB-A and USB-C ports, including up to a 100 watt dual PB charging, making it perfect for all your technical needs. The Explorer 1000 V2 offers a UL shock and fire resistant design with an LFP battery cell, ensuring durability and safety. And with fast charging through Charge Shield 2.0, you'll spend less time waiting and more time adventuring. And y'all, check this out. It's smaller and more portable than ever thanks to its compact size and a foldable handle. So it's easy to carry and easy to store. Now let's pair it with the Jackery Solar 200 watt solar panels. Utilizing the bifacial energy generation and leading IPC technology, this panel is incredibly efficient. Plus, it's built to withstand the elements with a IP68 waterproof and dustproof rating. With the higher solar charge speed, you can harness the power of sun faster than ever before, y'all. And it can keep your devices running no matter where you are. And here's the best part. From May 17th to June 2nd, you can get the Jackery Solar Generator 1000 V2 at an early bird discount of 15% off. From the regular price of $799 down to just $679. An unbeatable deal for a limited time. So y'all, don't miss this opportunity to upgrade your outdoor adventures and your emergency preparedness with Jackery's top-of-the-line portable power solutions. Visit Jackery.com for more details and to get your early bird discount today. Head down to the description now, and thank you, Jackery, for sponsoring this video. So we finally got a chance to be back out here in between all these little rain spurts that we've been getting, and I think Jim wanted to show you something that I actually think really was my fault.
Hey, it's such a good thing that we got this container up here on this slab and we jumped through hoops to get it, because as soon as it landed up here and we got clear, you know what happened then.
We actually thought that we were gonna have 2 days back to back to be able to work on moving this container, and we chose to move it the first day, and we were gonna use the second day to use as kind of like a backup day, just in case something did not go right. And that next day, we actually ended up getting another, no telling how many inches.
Yeah, the sun will come out, then we have a rain event. Then the sun will come back out, and we have another rain event. But despite of all that, we got it up here, and that's the main thing. Now, we did get the container put up here on the slab. We're kind of, I'm not going to point my flagger off because it's probably my fault. I should have.
No.
You
don't have to. I'll do it to myself.
I should have had drone or satellite imagery. That's what I should have done. With all the technology nowadays, that's probably my fault.
No. I'll take the blame. I should have been, as the flagger, I should have known better than to maybe not get the container off. I don't know. It's a solid 2.5, 3 foot.
So to say we got it on the slab is about all you can say, but you know, it's got a little cattywampus here and needs to move over in this direction. About 2.5 foot here, about 4 foot down there, but that's really no big deal because we have it sitting on these wooden timbers, and we can just get old Big Red and hang a chain on that side of it and pull it around, and this side, it really moves pretty easy on this slab. Get it pretty close to where we want it, get the pads welded on, take it off the blocks, set it down, weld it in place. I said that awful fast. but that's going to be the procedure that we're going to use. But before we even dive off into messing with this one, we've got to finish doing our ironwork on the other one. We got the I-beam put in place. It's ready to go, but that's not enough structural support for us, our liking. We're going to at least put 3 standpipes underneath it. We got to go get the standpipe, cut some plate, get that sucker reinforced. That way, whenever it does dry up enough to where we can fly those other containers on top of it for that second level, we know that it's bomb-proof. It is not going to go anywhere. It's kind of like black cat firecracker proof right now. I wouldn't really say bomb-proof. So going that extra mile is really going to give us peace of mind.
Hey, we've been requested that you start working in those suits.
Oh, I might could pull that off. Little welding hood, little 3-piece action, do a little.
Moving the container was something that we had to get done before this rain hit, and bush hogging this front pasture again, because we really didn't know what the rain situation was going to be. And anyway, so Jim got out there, and I swear, y'all, I've never seen anybody bush hog so fast in my life. Then here comes the rain, here comes the lightning, and he is out there booking it.
Got to get it done. Got to finish it up. You know, I started out cutting real slow around the fences, first gear at a medium pace. You know what I mean? Getting everything laid down nice and neat and everything, you know, looking like it should be. Well, here comes the cloud. So I shifted it up to second gear, making a little bit more time. And then the clouds really start moving in. And I noticed that the wind is blowing so hard, the grass that I've already cut, it's blowing big sheets of grass across the field. We need to catch third gear at that point in time. So third gear got me to the point to where I've got this thing down to a little diamond right in the middle of the pasture. And by this time, it is flooding, lightning's popping everywhere, and I really want to get off this tractor. But I really don't want to leave this diamond in the middle of the pasture, because who knows when I'll be able to track the tractor back out there without making ruts. Fourth gear hit.
It was insane. So luckily that got done as well, but it was in the pouring rain, so.
Cabin air, baby. Wise decision.
So whenever it comes to putting these standpipes in, we are going to be putting one right here on the edge. We're going to come about middle, find a little place right here in the middle that we're going to put another standpipe, and then we're going to come all the way to this end and put another one. Now, Jim did weld every single one of these, and honey, I really don't know how you did not blow through this, because man, that is some thin metal to be welding, and you nailed that, just so you know. And by the way, they look fantastic. Really good job, honey.
It's just raw talent. You know what I mean? It's one of those deals to where even if I try to make a mistake, it's just not in me.
Oh, okay.
You know, just Rico Suave smooth.
So we're going to try to go find some pipe for this. And like Jim said, it might be a little bit of overkill, but whenever we got a container hanging over our heads, and for anybody who visits us and is able to be underneath these containers, I bet we are all going to be happy to know that there's going to be some extra reinforcement above us. Well, finding pipe back here at the Cajun Country Scrapyard is clearly not an issue. It's more about finding exactly what kind you want and how thick you want it to be. What kind of pipe do you want and how thick do you want it to be?
Well, we have a lot to pick from back here, but what I'm looking for is some heavy wall. That means the wall thickness of the pipe is going to be thick wall thickness. Kind of goes together, don't it? Maybe I'm explaining something I shouldn't explain. Anyway, that's what I'm looking for, because we have some regular standard wall pipe, but as we're going to be using this for more of an added structure, I want to make sure that it is the most rigid thing that we can get. Now, y'all know at this point in time, we have been battling the Hootis. And that piece of pipe that we chose for that section was an actual drill pipe. Not sure where that came from, but you could really look at it. If you got any experience fooling with it at all, you know that it probably wasn't the best in the world. We just really thought that it would do a better job than it did. Now, we don't like using this pipe unless it's for something that is actually 100% going to be
used long term, maybe not like, I don't know, an ultimate Hootis.
Yeah, yeah. And this 100% needs to be there. It needs to be super strong, and we want to build this to where it's 10 times stronger than it actually needs to be, not just strong enough. So it's a little bit more pricey to use. If you buy this stuff, price per foot is extremely expensive. So you don't want to be wasteful.
This hoot is sitting right behind you thinking, I once was the ultimate hootist. Well, move right aside there.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
I'd almost forgot all about that hootist.
Oh, and there was a couple comments asking, did the ultimate hootist have another blowout?
The answer to that is, you're going to have to stick around and see, because I think that you're really going to want to see this. Just remember how much, I'm going to drop a crumb there. Just remember how much grief that I got, old Jimbo got, because his welds was cracked. Stay tuned.
Don't even act like I have something going on this time. Surely not.
We'll let them be the judge of that.
No, we don't have to use it anymore. We can retire it.
Da 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 da. Decisions.
If the pipe's set underneath of that I-beam, should we not pick one of those thicker ones, or do you think the whole circle would fit underneath it? You get what I'm saying?
Do you want the thicker wall thickness like we have over here? Now this is kind of a thicker wall thickness. This is, I don't know what this is, over 3 inch. And that's somewhere a little bit shy. That's probably like 2 and, maybe that's 2 7/8, somewhere around in there. But this is, I don't know, like I said, I don't know without measuring it. It's over 3 inch. I think I'm just trying to convince myself to use this bigger bore pipe. Don't think there's gonna really be that much difference between the wall thickness of that and the diameter of this. Is probably gonna flatten it out and make it a wash, but I think I wanna go with this bigger stuff.
Let's do it. Chris, which one do you think? Huh? It's like, I don't care as long as I got my hair cut.
And just for everybody out there that's curious, no, we did not pay for Gus's haircut. That is 100% trimmed by Lydia.
How can you tell? It looks so good. It looks so good.
He looks like a dingo.
Except for that one little.
It's
That
the
one little
dingo.
spot.
The dingo ate your baby.
Okay, well, honestly, whenever I go to cut his hair, y'all, he loves it. He is jumping up and down. He sees the clippers. He's sniffing them. He's trying to grab them out of my hands. Y'all, he gets so excited, and I bet he just feels so much better. It just gets so hot down here that we just got to clip your little hairsies. Just don't pay attention to the awful. We got to cut his ears. I'm really not sure how to do that, so this is what we're working with. Y'all let us know. Does he look more like a goat, a sheep, or a dingo?
At least it'll grow back.
Well, that's one way to do it. $106.5.
Okay. All right, 106.5. And what was the thickness of the plate that we were going to put on here? Is that 1/2 inch plate? Or do we measure the plate?
You know what?
We should probably measure the plate.
That's a really good question.
Half inch.
Best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. 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 I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
So now that that's done, so we're going to be using this piece of material that we had went and got whenever we actually did the pads for the bottom of the container down here. And there's like a weird size right in front of Jim, and I think you said that we were going to be able to get...
I think we're going to be able to get all 3 feet out of that. Half, 9. Yep. It's going to be just enough. And then we won't waste this little piece of material. So it'll be sitting on the concrete itself. Matter of fact, after we cut these, we're going to weld the stand pipes in place and not weld these. And the reason we're not going to do that is because you get this off a little bit. Just say that we get off 1/8 of an inch. And we have 1/8 of an inch gap between the bottom of this pad and the concrete. We've done all this work for absolutely nothing. Zero. Zilch. So it's still going to move 1/8 of an inch. I know that doesn't sound like much, but that is totally unacceptable because we want no movement whatsoever. So if we put these stand pipes in, we get them level, we get them tacked, we get these plates up underneath there, we weld it, it's going to fill in whatever gap is there. So it's going to be extremely flush. There's going to be no airspace, no gaps, no room for movement.
Okay, teamwork. My finger hurts.
Here's a little quick fun fact for y'all. Just say that your cell phone is not operating, efficiently as you should, okay? And you want to order a battery and replace the battery in your cell phone.
Which I've done about 10 times, might we add, to this story. Continue?
Well, if you think that there is no safety factor involved, show them your hand.
No, I have it covered up right now because if not, we would probably get this video took off YouTube of where I literally exploded. Picture here. Jim's dad's phone. It literally exploded in my hand, y'all. So I was taking his battery out, and about that time, he said, "Huh, so what are them things don't blow up?"
Impeccable time.
I kid you not. 10 seconds later, the battery on the back of his phone blew up like a balloon, started smoking. He and I both looked at each other. Keep in mind, we're at the kitchen table because this is not an outside.
Flying everywhere.
Yeah, not an outside project. So then it
plumes
pops.
of smoke.
Then it pops and explodes, and there's a literal fire as it's in my hand. So got a pretty gnarly burn on my finger. It could have been a lot worse, but in case you're wondering, the phone's not operable anymore. So
I would have never thought in a million years a cell phone battery would just
explode.
Almost spontaneously combust. It was the craziest
That's
thing.
literally what happened. And I felt awful, but he was happy because he's glad that it didn't do it in his pocket or sitting on the counter or wherever he leaves his phone at. So,
or it could have burned you way worse. I mean, if you would have seen, if y'all could have seen this fiasco, you would have thought she would have had burns all over. Thank goodness it was just a spot or two,
yeah.
and it wasn't the end of the world. But man, that was really kind of scary to know that almost, I mean, I'd be willing to say the largest part of the entire world nowadays, as an adult age, at least as an adult age, has a phone in their pocket, on their person somewhere. And to see that happen,
yeah,
I don't think I'll be packing mine in my pocket anymore. That's probably not going to happen.
Because I got this little Bobo, I think you might have to do the torching and some of the welding. She's just a little sore, you know. Just not the most comfortable thing in the world.
You got a boo-boo.
Got a Bobo. Is what it is.
We run away to get us up when we're low. Just chase the waves, we'll make it up as we go. If you're heavy, I'll show you where to go. Once you set free, behind the time for love, we run away to get us up when we're low. Oh, even if I lose my ground, I won't let it hold me down.